Hi again from MyIELTS Partner. We are done with formal and semi-formal letters. So let's look at what's remaining, the informal letters, which could be a part of your writing task 1. So as seen earlier, the task prompt for informal letters will contain some instruction words that clearly indicate to you that you need to write an informal letter. Let's take a look at this task prompt. Your dear friend has moved into her new home and you were unable to be present at the housewarming party. You would like to send her a gift though, and you do not have her present address. Write a letter to your friend. In your letter, apologize for missing the occasion, share the reason for not having been present, and request for her present address. Write at least 150 words. You do not have to write any addresses. Now, what is the information that you can gather from the prompt? What type of letter are you expected to write? Very clearly, this is an informal letter. You've been asked to write to a friend. So the word friend is the biggest clue that you can get. Now that we've understood what type of letter it is and what the prompt contains, let's move on to looking for keywords and instruction words. Moved into a new home. You were unable to attend the housewarming party. Housewarming gift. Do not have the present address. So what are you going to include in your letter? The task prompt gives you details like the situation, instructions like who you're writing to and why, and it gives you 3 bullet points which tell you the supporting details that need to go into your letter. Now for this prompt, what you need to do is firstly congratulate her on her new home. Then apologize for missing the party. And then you share your wish to send her a gift, which is the reason why you're asking her for her address. Let's see how we can structure the letter. Now the structure is very similar to formal and semi-formal, with a few subtle changes of course. Let's begin with the greeting. Since it is to someone you know personally, it's obviously on a personal, informal note. However, since it is an IELTS examination, let's stick to dear followed by the first name of the person you're writing to. So you have your greeting, reason for writing with the opening sentence, then you have your main body paragraphs, the closing sentence, closing salutation, and finally the sign-off. Now for the greeting and introductory paragraph. Dear Sally. Let's assume your friend's name is Sally. So we say, Dear Sally. First of all, congratulations for moving into your own new home. And if you were to look at this in the written form, you'll notice that there is an exclamatory mark at the end of the sentence. Now, in informal letters, it's good to use exclamatory marks and contractions. Thanks a lot for having invited me to the housewarming party, and I'm really sorry that I missed it. Make a note here of the informal language. We're not saying thank you. Instead, we say thanks a lot. Neither am I saying apologies. I'm using sorry, which again is a little more informal than apologize. Unfortunately, I was called away to attend on my ailing aunt who was suddenly hospitalized. She had a fall and has broken her ankle. As you know, she lives alone and I'm her only support. Now here in the main body paragraph, you're outlining the reason for having missed the invite, for being unable to attend the housewarming party. And we move on to explaining about the gift that you want to send her. I was so looking forward to give you a set of table runners, mats and napkins, which I made specially for you for this occasion. Anyway, right now, I guess it's impossible for me to get away to visit you. So why don't you share your new address so that I can at least send them to you? I'm eagerly waiting to see your new home. My aunt is expected to be back home in a week or 2. I'll come by as soon as I'm able to. Best wishes and warm regards, Beth. So there's quite a bit of difference here from the formal and the semi-formal, as you can see, especially in the way we structure the sentences, right? So it's almost like a conversation that you're holding with your friend. If you notice the sentence, anyway, right now, I guess it's impossible for me to get away. Why don't you share your new address? I'm eagerly waiting. You notice the contracted form. Don't say I am, but it's I'm. I'll be back. I'll come by, right? The entire letter is about 164 words. Again, well within the word count expected. Notice how task achievement and coherence and cohesion are in place. There is an introduction where you have congratulated your friend, and of course your apology follows, and then the main body paragraphs follow by the conclusion and the actual reason for your writing. You want the address that's clearly outlined there. Use of contractions, informal language patterns also are taken care of, so your lexical resource is also in place. Why are we harping about lexical resource and task achievement and coherence, cohesion, and grammar? As you all are aware, there's equal weightage to these parameters, 25% each. Therefore, make sure whatever kind of letter you write, that you have all these in place so that your band scores can reach the levels you want them to. Look at the informal pattern of the letter. Thanks a lot. I was so looking forward to. Going on to grammar range and accuracy. Pay close attention to the sequence of tenses, especially in this sentence. She had a fall and has broken her ankle. Notice the past followed by the past perfect tense. Complex sentences. As you know, she lives alone and I am her only support. I trust this gives you enough information to feel better equipped to write informal letters. We at MyIELTS Partner are sure that this will definitely help you practice more such letters so that you're absolutely confident to attempt your writing test 1 if you happen to get an informal letter. Thank you and see you soon.